Hi, I'm Stacy Beem from Idaho. I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you from the depths of my soul to the Hay House family. Thank you for the sharing, loving support you gave as we journeyed on the Movers and Shakers South Pacific Cruise in January. It was fabulous, transforming, and a wonderful way to start a new chapter in my life. I barely have the words to adequately thank all of you when I'm a writer. So what do I have to give back? What is the purpose of this video? Hopefully the same purpose of many more videos to come. To be seekers together. I'm exploring the world and its mysteries. I want to find answers to so many of the questions I have. I'm making new friends and deepening the relationships I have. I would like to improve and enhance my life and those around me. I'm not an expert. I seek only to give back through my own personal and shared experiences. Which brings me to my story. I grew up in a large, loving family in a small house with a small budget in a small town. I yearned to travel the world and to make wonderful friends, to have amazing adventures. So I did, through reading books. I usually had about 5 books going at the same time. They usually included adventures to exotic lands, spiritual growth and self-help, the life and work of interesting people, and of course, happy romances. I love to read. When I was a child, I would get in trouble because I would hide under the covers and read with a flashlight until the wee hours of the morning. Or, my absolute favorite place was my closet. My closet was my sanctuary. It was dark and warm and peaceful, and I could transport to whatever world I wanted to go to. It might have been the world I was reading about in my book, or one from my daydreams, or even one I was writing about. Over the years, my closet has remained my sanctuary, but lately I see it more as a metaphor for hiding from my fears. My recent experiences have shown me it was time to get over myself, over my fears, and out of the closet. I have been blessed with a lot of gifts, and I wasn't using many of them. So what should I do? What's my purpose? Who am I? What label do I put on the box that is me? Have you asked yourself those questions too? I keep trying to shove everything that I am into a little box and label it. I'm trying to keep it simple, but people aren't simple, are we? Just thinking about my spiritual journey boggles my mind. I had followed a very structured, rather closed-minded religious teaching up until I was 19. And one day sitting in church, I realized that every spiritual experience I had ever had did not ever happen in a church setting. My soul yearned for a meaningful relationship with a higher power, but that yearning was not being met in the organization I was in, nor in the next one, or the next one, or the next one. Please don't misunderstand me. I love the people in these organizations. I really got involved. I genuinely tried to follow the structures and the rules, but I couldn't find what my soul was seeking. I knew I didn't fit into those boxes or those labels. It wasn't that I had anything against those organizations, but in my heart, I knew they just weren't right for me. I sure tried on a lot of religious labels. How about you? Well, my own journeys have finally brought me closer to a universal higher power, and my spirit is finally finding answers. Here's some of the other labels that I have, though none actually seem quite right. I'm a writer, mother, teacher, wife, artist, friend. Wow, you wouldn't believe all the labels I've tried on that partially describe who I am, or who I was, or who I want to be. But don't you ever feel that way too? Do you remember being asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? I always want to say, I'm working on the list and I'll get back to you later. So now I'm thinking, yeah, I have a lot of great labels. So why am I struggling so hard just to pick a few of them that fit me best and be happy with that? My labels are pretty darn good labels. There's quite a few people who would love to switch their labels with my labels. But I think it's a lot like my spiritual search. I just want more. I have never met anyone who was just a few labels, no matter how grandiose their labels were. Everyone has depth. Everyone has layers and deserves the opportunities to express them. Well, my label conundrum sent me back to my closet to meditate. And eureka! I found my perfect label. Louis Vuitton. Just kidding. It was really the seeker. Not in the Harry Potter playing Quidditch sort of way, but more in the fact that I seek to be a better me. I want to seek more depth in my relationships. I choose to seek knowledge and wisdom in all of my experiences. And ultimately, I seek to give and receive love in all things. If you want to do that too, I think we could have some wonderful adventures. We could turn the information we find into videos. We could call them ongoing series of seeking. This idea is kind of like a combination operation of Oprah takes a walk on the wild side as Rick Steve time travels while Louise Hay keeps everyone happy and healthy. Of course, Oprah, Rick, and Louise are very busy right now, and I happen to have some time on my hands. I love this idea. I know there are so many seekers like me who would love to be a part of this. We could join with others like Hay House family. Our Hay House friends could tell us what they want to find out about, what they want to explore with us, and the possibilities are endless. I think there are so many people that are opening their minds and expanding their hearts to positive, maybe less conventional changes. I think it's time to step out of the box, to lose the labels, and start seeking. Thanks.